program's D1 record for points in the game. Comer, ASUN career assist record as well. And FGCU got 3-0 for the first time in D1 era. We'll start with Coach and open it up.
I think, first of all, we got off to a good start, obviously. And Bernard got us going, and ironically, he didn't get off to a great start. He had some open looks that he didn't make, but then once he got in the rhythm, he carried us a little bit offensively. Thought our defense in the first half, with a few exceptions, was solid. We didn't give up as many easy points as we've been giving up, and then was not very happy, obviously, at the start of the second half. You know, we've got to learn not to take your foot off the gas, and when you have an opponent down, and they're going to have a good year. And Saul's a good coach, and they've got good players. It's a little bit of a transition for them, but once they figure it out, I think they'll be very good. And, they made a run like you expect from a good team, but we didn't handle it the right way, and that's something we have to learn from.
Do you think it was kind of a statement game today? Do you think this will be a bit of an eye opener when people see this scroll across the screen and stuff?
I think I like their front line especially. I think they've got seasoned guards. I think that once they figure out what Saul wants, they're going to create some problems in their league. And I think the big thing is for us to just keep trying to get better. That's the biggest thing we're worried about.
Would you have kept Brett out if they hadn't pushed it back just to
Probably,
protect the ankle?
Probably, and I think he's fine and he's a competitor. And I think that we also enabled our young guys to have to play some pressure minutes, guys that haven't played minutes, and they're going to have to make some plays. These couple of games have been some good learning experience because a lot of things from tape that we can take from.
Brett, any idea what it is? Just a twist or turn, or do you feel anything more?
I don't know. I'm not really the doctor or the trainer, so it's up to whatever she says it is, and I'll be fine for practice in our next game.
How bad did it, you had to come out? How did it hurt? Was it really hard to finish it out tonight, or was it just uncomfortable, or did it really hurt?
It was really uncomfortable and sore, but like I said, I'll be fine. Not really worried about it. I'll play through whatever. We'll be all right.
Have you been kind of pushing Bernard to kind of go off, to be more assertive the way he went off tonight? Have you been kind of pushing Bernard to?
Here's the thing with Bernard. He can be unbelievably offensively efficient. Sometimes he's too passive. He needs to be more aggressive and more efficient. Sometimes he turns down shots we want him to take. He had the one off the baseline out of bounds that shoot the ball. Don't overthink this deal. Shoot the ball. He's a terrific shooter. He's a very good scorer. And when he gets on a roll, he's as good as it gets. But he needs to be more assertive. His personality, as you guys know, is a little laid back. But he's gotten more assertive, and we need him to do that scoring-wise.
Was this a conscious thing for you to do tonight, Bernard, or did it just kind of open up for you?
It kind of opened up, and as well, Brett got hurt, took some of our scoring away as well. So I know I had to pick it up on the offensive end on the floor. And my teammates just kind of got me open. I got just good looks, and I was able to knock down shots.
The sequence with the technical fouls, Joe, obviously it looked like Brett was just simply trying to indicate that he thought Marchetti was fouled on the play. I believe that's what he was doing.
We can't be that demonstrative with the officials. I mean, they're going to get you for that. He knows, and we've talked about that, and it's one of those things. But you can't be that demonstrative with the officials, and when they see that, they're going to treat it technical.
Was the second one on? Were you the second one?
I was the second one.
Did you earn it? Did you get your money's worth?
My opinion, no. But I'm not. It's the first time I've got one for not using profanity, so I'll put that in the record book.
Were you upset about the T call on him, or about the no foul call on Mark?
He deserved the technical for being demonstrative. I didn't have a problem with that. I was a little upset about a few other things.
Coach, obviously get Julian back next game. How big of a boost do you think that's going to be for the backcourt?
These guys can tell you. I mean, he's the good thing with Julian. He's proven that he can play at a high level. I think he's very efficient offensively. I think he's going to be a good defender. And the other things, it gives us another body to throw in there and go after people.
Brett, I think we were all expecting a really tight game tonight. Mm-hmm. What do you take out of this? I mean, you guys, that first half especially was, wow.
I think they started a little slow also, which made the game a little further than it should have been. Not further than it should have been. You know what I mean. I think as a team we're getting better each day in every game. Every day in practice we're getting a little bit better, getting to another level, and in every game also the same. We need to tighten up some things. Obviously, in the beginning of the second half we didn't play too well, but besides that, I thought we played pretty well and just keep growing and building.
Career assist record in the ASUN happened to come on the corner pass to Bernard for the three-pointer. It was 21-7 lead. How's it feel getting the career record, on a dime to your guy?
Well, I kind of figured it would go to him since he kind of scores the ball a lot for us. So obviously I was kind of happy about that. mean, if I was going to go to anybody, I guess I'm glad I went to him. You know, it's somebody I came in here with and kind of built this to where it is today.
3 games in 5 days, and then but now you get some rest. But then 3 games in 3 days next week, starting with Marist and playing in Germain. Looking ahead to that, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think one good thing is we'll practice tomorrow. We'll be off Friday, and then we'll prepare side. You know, obviously we'll start preparing for Marist on tomorrow. But we've got some things that we've got to tighten up. We'll work a lot on ourselves, the things we need to get better at. And it's a tournament format. It's pretty neat. You got some good teams, very good teams in here. So we got to be prepared to us keep getting better. But also, you know, we have to watch tape on a lot of teams. So we've got a lot of work to do.
What do you think about playing in Germain and next week?
I mean, it should be fun. You know, obviously it's not a home game, but it kind of is at the same time. So hopefully we get a good turnout, and excited to just keep playing.
Do you like that format, Bernard? Do you like the fact that it's 3 games in 3 days, and then also, you know, just down the road, and you know, heck, there might be 10,000 people in there.
Well, yeah, I just like that it's close. We can get some of our fans here to cheer us on. But it's on a neutral floor. I know we got to get accustomed to shooting in that type of arena and that atmosphere and everything. And 3 games in 3 days, it's going to be tough for us. It's going to put a lot of tear on the body. But we just have to take care of ourselves.
I know you guys are never satisfied, obviously, but you know, give yourselves a little bit of a pat on the back for 2, you know, pretty strong wins over 2 pretty good mid-majors in a row here.
No, I mean, I think the thing that we talked about is we're going to see the same group of schools. I mean, it's hard for Santa Barbara to schedule. It's hard for Ohio U to schedule. So all night talks about that. I mean, you know, that's what happens is if you get pretty good, it's hard to get games, especially home games. And they have an opportunity to come on the road. You got to give them credit for scheduling games like we've had to do, and Iona last year, and people in the future. But I think that's one of the things we've got to continue to get better, and hopefully we can get some of these guys in our building.
Christian looked pretty good in every aspect when he was in there
He's
tonight.
going to be a good player. He
Yeah,
just needs some strength and some experience. And these guys can tell you he's gaining on it. I think that one of the good things, and I think it was an advantage for them, and also a disadvantage. And I've told these 2 guys that they've got to teach him what they learned the hard way. And that's now for him. It's hard because every day he plays against senior guards that know every trick. So I mean, it's hard. That's good for him. So it'll teach him as he gets older. And that's what these guys have done a great job doing with the young guys, teaching them how things are to be done, how you're supposed to compete, how you're supposed to win. And Christian's going to be a good player for us.
Anything else?
Yeah, Coach, the opposing coaches seem to mention just what an incredible, you know, environment it is, a fun place, and just a hostile place for them to play. From your perspective, could you just say what it means? You know,
With the fans, we talk about it all the time. We're so appreciative, and everybody that watches the games on TV constantly comments about that. Every recruit we've had on campus that's been here for games constantly comment about that. I think we want to make it a fun experience. I think people here have supported our program unbelievably, and they don't know how much we appreciate it.
Did you guys get a boost off of that when they were coming back at you in the second half and the crowd really responded to the technicals? And
It's our fault. I mean, it's our job to get them excited, not their job to get us excited. I mean, the way we were playing, I would have sat down too. We were bad. I mean,
Well, you took your jacket off.
I was getting ready to sweat. I was already sweating, so I figured I want to sweat through that too.
On that note,
Yes.
We're done.